It's a bright sunny afternoon, a normal day on our dear little red dot. And then the clock strikes 5 and the code comes in.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening to you. Today, we are gathered here to make a study on how overpopulation in Singapore is affecting the quality of service at local hawker centres. The time is 4:30 p.m. and it's a Friday evening. As you all can see, it's not yet busy right now, but the crowd is settling after their busy work.
Most of the places are still unoccupied. Aunties working their dinners, even the shops have no food. No one can try buying food at the now peak hour.
As you just saw, I bought this mee goreng from the Indian stall over there, and now we are going to see how the quality of the food is going to change over the off-peak and peak hours.
And now let's fast forward to around 6 p.m., the peak hours of this place. Now we can see a drastic change in the crowd. Not a single table is empty, and more often than not, people are waiting around trying to look for places to sit, while many are queuing up at shops and waiting for a long time for their food. Next, I will queue up at the same stall and buy the same thing again, but this time I have to wait a long time before I even get to order my food.
Time is 6:40 p.m. This is the peak time of the hawker centre. I have ordered again from the same Indian shop, and now I'm going to try it out.
So how do you manage the overwhelming crowd during peak hours?
Okay, it's very simple. So we will be doing these things frustrating us. So we know how to work it out. When the more crowded, we employ more people to support. So the item that is not enough, whatever, we will stop also. If not enough, we top up. So we need a person, we need a one person to be in charge of everything. So how to run the people. To help them to move, how fast. So when you see me how I'm doing when I'm serving, I'm concentrating on serving. Because when people talk to me, I can't hear. I only see the needs, what they want.
要慢慢来啊，就是要尽量啊，尽能力啊，把工作做好。
有没有比较多人？他说你们有没有比较多人来帮忙啊？还是
没有了，还是一样的多的人呢，都是每天都是那些人这样。
就是同一班人这样
啊，就是说忙的时候就会有分配工作这样。
自己个人自己的工作。
好像这些考试的话，大概有最少一个人。有时2个人也不一定，因为有时很忙的时候一个人应付不了，要2个人一起做。
Hi, so how do you find during peak hours? How do you find the problems of finding seats at hawker centres, generally speaking? And how do you find the cleanliness level and the quality of food? Is there any change during peak hours?
Yeah, generally I feel that Singapore, for the hawker centres during the lunch period, gets very crowded. So I see a lot of people booking seats using tissue paper and all that. So, but what I usually do is I try to order food for my friends. So 1 or 2 people try to sit down and the rest get food for them. So that's how the quality of the food. I think the quality of the food is always there, but during peak period they tend to give us less portions of food. The portion of food is smaller, so I think it's easier for them as well to make more money. But yeah, I think we get less food and stuff.
So how do you find during peak hours at hawker centres, the availability of table and the waiting time?
Well, the availability of tables is rather low. because during the peak hour we find that a lot of the tables are actually taken up, and we often find difficulties in finding tables so even to seat. So what we will usually do is basically we will probably put a tissue paper, or rather what we'll do is we will take away the food and eat it somewhere else, rather bring it back home to eat. And those are some of our choices because we really don't have space down there. It is all the tables are taken up during peak hour.
Okay. How do you find about the cleanliness of the place during peak hour? Do you find that the cleaners find it troublesome to clean all the tables in time, stuff like that?
In the peak hour is like all the tables are occupied, so some of the tables they might neglect so some of the tables will be quite dirty So yeah.
So you need to prompt them to.
Yeah, I will just raise my hand to like call for them to clear the tables.
Okay. Do you have any suggestion? Do you think it's a manpower issue or anything like that?
Perhaps it can't be helped because it's peak hour, so they can't possibly hire more people during peak hour. But for the rest of the day, they will have like the excess staff around So it's just peak hour issue.
Hi guys, now we are back from the Pioneer Hawker Center. So you have already seen our video regarding the 3 aspects of the Hawker Center. So after the video, our team has analyzed the 3 aspects: cleanliness, quality of food, and waiting time for tables and food. So based on our analysis, we have rated them accordingly during off-peak period and peak period. And our analysis shows that the rating for the off-peak period for cleanliness is 4 out of 5, and during peak period is 2 out of 5. Then for quality of food, we are rating 3.5 out of 5 during the off-peak period and 2.5 out of 5 during the peak period. And finally, for waiting time for tables and food, we are giving 4 out of 5 during the off-peak period and 1.5 out of 5 during the peak period. So overall, you can see that the services for all 3 aspects is below the accepted amount for peak hours. In conclusion, the objective of this study is to analyze the effects of the rising population in regards with the customer experience at local hawker centers. From the final findings that I just presented, it is plausible to say that the rising population does have negative effects on the services at the hawker centers. However, as suggested by some of the customers and hawker center staff who were interviewed, some improvements can be made. For instance, part-time staff can be hired during peak hours. Also, customers should be considerate by not hogging the seat for too long. With a joint effort by the hawker centers and its patrons, it is possible to achieve the same level of service we have been experiencing throughout the years, despite the rising population in Singapore. With that, thank you ladies and gentlemen, and I'm going to go to my favorite hawker center for dinner. See you guys soon.